Walking versus running, which burns more fat? Have you ever seen someone jogging past you while you're on a morning walk and thought, should I be running instead? Maybe you felt that little twinge of guilt, wondering if your casual stroll is actually doing anything for your body. Well, what if I told you that the answer to burning more fat isn't as simple as going faster? Last month, I met Sarah at my local gym. She'd been running 5 days a week for 6 months, pushing herself hard, sweating buckets. But she wasn't seeing the fat loss results she expected. Meanwhile, her colleague Tom had been walking every day during his lunch breaks and somehow looked leaner. Sarah was frustrated and confused. So she asked me the million-dollar question, is all my running even worth it? This got me thinking. We've been told our whole lives that running is the ultimate fat-burning exercise. It's intense, it's challenging, it makes you feel like you're really working. But is intensity everything, or is there something we're missing about the humble walk? Today, we're going to settle this debate once and for all. And I promise you, the answer might surprise you. The calorie burn comparison. Let's start with the obvious. Calories. Running does burn more calories per minute than walking. There's no question about that. A 150-pound person running at 6 miles per hour burns roughly 600 calories per hour. That same person walking at 3.5 miles per hour, about 300 calories per hour. So, case closed, right, running wins, not so fast. The fat-burning zone revelation. Here's where it gets interesting. Your body uses two primary fuel sources during exercise: carbohydrates and fat. And the intensity of your exercise determines which fuel source your body prefers. When you're walking at a moderate pace, your heart rate stays in what we call the fat-burning zone, typically 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. At this intensity, your body relies more heavily on fat for fuel, using approximately 50 to 60% fat and 40 to 50% carbohydrates. But when you're running hard, gasping for air, your heart rate skyrockets to 70 to 85% or higher. Your body needs quick energy, so it shifts to using more carbohydrates, sometimes up to 60 to 70% carbs and only 30 to 40% fat. Think about it like this: walking is like burning logs in a fireplace. Slow and steady, running is like burning newspaper. Fast and intense, both create heat, but they consume different materials at different rates. The total fat burn calculation. Now, before all the runners out there panic, let's do some math. If you walk for an hour and burn 300 calories, with 60% coming from fat, that's 180 calories from fat. If you run for an hour and burn 600 calories, with 35% coming from fat, that's 210 calories from fat. Running still burns more total fat in the same time period. But here's the thing. Most people can't sustain high-intensity running for as long as they can walk. The sustainability factor. Remember Sarah? She'd run for 30 minutes, completely exhaust herself, and then collapse on the couch for the rest of the evening. She burned maybe 300 calories during her run, with about 105 coming from fat. Tom, on the other hand, walked for 60 to 90 minutes while listening to podcasts. He burned 300 to 450 calories, with 180 to 270 coming from fat. Plus, he wasn't so wiped out that he became sedentary the rest of the day. He'd take the stairs, walk to the store, stay generally active. This is the real secret. The best exercise for fat burning isn't the one that burns the most calories per minute. It's the one you can actually stick with and recover from, the hormonal angle. There's another factor we need to talk about: stress hormones. When you run hard, your body releases cortisol, your stress hormone. While cortisol isn't inherently bad, chronically elevated cortisol from too much high-intensity exercise can actually make your body hold onto fat, especially around your midsection. Walking, being lower intensity, produces a much smaller cortisol response. Your body perceives it as non-threatening, which can actually support better fat loss over time. Now, running does have one ace up its sleeve: the afterburn effect, or APOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. After an intense run, your body continues burning extra calories for hours as it recovers. Walking doesn't create nearly the same afterburn. A hard 30-minute run might give you an extra 50 to 100 calories burned in the hours afterward. That's not nothing. The real answer, so, walking or running. Which burns more fat? The honest answer, it depends on you. If you're someone who can handle the impact of running, enjoys it, and can recover properly while staying consistent, running will likely give you faster results. The combination of higher calorie burn per minute and the afterburn effect is powerful. But if you're just starting out, dealing with joint issues, find running unsustainable, or simply prefer walking, don't feel like you're settling for second best. Walking is a legitimate fat-burning powerhouse, especially when you do it consistently and for longer durations. Here's what I told Sarah. Stop comparing yourself to Tom. The best exercise is the one that fits your life, that you enjoy enough to do regularly, and that doesn't leave you so exhausted that you sabotage yourself later. She started mixing both, 3 days of walking, 2 days of moderate running. Within 2 months, she started seeing the results she wanted. Not because one was superior to the other, but because she found what worked for her. The practical takeaway. If your goal is maximum fat loss, here's my recommendation. Do both. Use walking as your foundation. Aim for 7,000 to 10,000 steps daily. It's low stress, sustainable, and keeps you in the fat-burning zone. Add in 2 to 3 running sessions per week for the metabolic boost and cardiovascular benefits. This combination gives you the best of both worlds. The sustainable, fat-burning consistency of walking, with the intense calorie burn and afterburn effect of running. The fitness industry loves to make things complicated, to tell you there's one best way to do everything. But your body doesn't care about what's trending on social media. It cares about consistency, recovery, and overall energy balance. Whether you walk, run, or do both, the real secret to burning fat is showing up day after day, moving your body in ways you enjoy, and creating a lifestyle you can actually maintain. So lace up those shoes, whatever speed you choose, and get moving. With that said, thanks for watching. And until next time, subscribe for more fitness myth busting.